Welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, you need to be. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video, when I go live, and drop another video for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way you can keep up with what I'm doing, okay? If you enjoy channels like this and commentary, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, guys, BougieGang gang, it's an open thing. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can participate in the chats. And I will see you next time I hit that live button. Okay? Take care. Bye. Hey guys, how are you?
You could be doing opposed to being on my page, bitch, cause I ain't got nothing for you nothing ass bitches.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Hello. Hello. Hey, Stank Puss.
Oh my God, that thing never gets old.
I think a chicken head in the
Girl, I love girl. Oh my God. I can't with this woman. She is
lame. Ew. You guys are just the lamest of Hello. Hey, Stank Puss. Hello. Hello. Hey, Stank Puss.
Hey, Steak Puss. What's going Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Y'all, good morning. How's everybody doing, guys? Hey, good morning. What's up? Okay, guys. Well, let me get to a few housekeeping items. Well, and we're gonna talk about it. And somebody got a old
Hello. Hello. Hey, Stank Puss.
Hey, Stank Puss. Y'all, good morning. Hey, Stank. Hey. Good morning. Okay. All right. Let me get back to serious, guys. Real quick, couple of things we just need to talk about and get them out the way. Good morning. Once upon a twin mom life. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Guys, look to your left, look to your right, say good morning, and we're gonna be done with that. Okay. I can't today. Couldn't wait for your reaction. Thank you, Lit Shorts. Okay, girl. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. They they were again going in on Keesha in the comments. I don't know why Keesha just won't shut this down. Or she's not going to shut it down until her entire relationship is just completely trash. Like I'm convinced that this woman is a one woman wrecking crew, and she really doesn't have the balls to break up with Jeremy. She just wants the internet to blame for the breakup and the demise of her relationship and the trashing of her daughter's father, and just to look bad. Okay, that's just, girl, that's the overall okay, so do I need to even finish with this live now? Like I pretty much summed it all up. Like, girl, all right, she just wants to and if you are okay, ma'am, I'm going to need for Key Cosmetics to understand that if you've got someone who is supposed to be a brand ambassador, why homegirl thinks it's a good idea to hit the streets. Yes, she got her foundation on and everything, but damn, okay, girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. All right, guys. Let's get into it. Look to your left, look to your right, say hi to a friend, say hi to a stranger, say hi to someone. Don't let's be let's make friends, let's build bridges and not walls and enemies, right? Okay, guys, right. Guys, look, there was a alleged crime committed on the romantical YouTube streets potentially about a year or so ago, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. Okay, there is a person who has a theater degree, and I'm only saying theater because that's how she says it. It's, we know it's theater, okay? It's theater. But she has a theater major, okay? That might be like a different level of drama, of the drama. Let's get into the drama, okay? Um, she wants to use her degree so bad that she has created a sham of a sham, a farce of a farce, a comedy of a dramedy. This woman has put together a life that is making her a couple little coins, and she is selling it out here on the corners of the YouTube streets. And homegirl is not ashamed, okay? Let me tell you something. The minute that I have to have a conversation with another woman about my man's dick, that will be the last time I will be having a conversation about my man and what he's doing with his man parts. Okay? Like that will be the last time, on top of pretty much no time. But I just can't imagine with any dignity at all, with my head held high, am I going to have a conversation with another woman about what my man is doing with his man parts, and thinking that I am setting up some sort of situation where I got a damn helper ass handmaiden to handle my responsibilities as a woman who is carrying a man's baby, and call him my man and send him out to get his needs met elsewhere, and not think that I'm going to have to suffer the repercussions, girl, of getting a helper in my bedroom. Okay? Girl, when you need help managing that dick, girl, you got problems. Okay? You got problems. Because trust and believe, you will never be enough. You set up a situation early on in your relationship where you made an expectation and articulated because you could not manage that obligation, that you allowed him to get up in someone else's bed. And for the rest of a relationship, because the way it starts is the way it ends. You might want to say, oh, the way you got him is the way you'll lose him. Okay, but the way it starts is the way it ends too. Okay? If it starts in respect, it ends in respect. If it starts in disrespect, if it starts in foolishness and fuck shit, it ends in foolishness and fuck shit. That's why, unfortunately for Ashley, y'all started creeping, y'all ended creeping. You started with lack of communication and creeping, it ended with lack of communication and creeping, and it's continuing with lack of communication. But now he's like trying to creep to get to his own kid. And however that's working out, I guess we'll get the update on that as far as Ashley decides to let it go. But at the end of the day, guys, this was all very messy. And I said that at the very beginning, guys. I put out several videos on this matter when this thing first started popping. And my take on it was, you know, especially when Ashley and Hazel started doing videos, that this was this, you know, people were asking like a couple of different questions. And I really felt like for a long time, it was just messy. Not necessarily that the people were messy, but the whole situation was messy to begin with. And you can't not handle a messy situation not messily, right? So even how much ever class you want to put with it, no matter how right, no matter how wrong, no matter how stupid, at the end of the day, I'm sorry, and I'm going to use my words, my speech, and how I talk. This numbskull at the bottom of the page, sitting next to Martin, decided it was a good idea to allow her man, with her blessing, to go fuck on other women. And at the end of the day, you are reaping the rewards. You are reaping the fruits of the fuck shit. You should have never allowed, you should have never co-signed, because you know what? When people don't feel like they have a blank check, so let's just say, if you give someone your credit card and they go and spend more than what you told them they could, it's kind of like, I'm going to do what I want and I'll ask for forgiveness later. If someone steals your credit card, they're going to probably try to be careful to maybe not spend so much, or not. Maybe this is not a great analogy, but I think that if Jeremy had to get that energy out, he probably would have been more careful had he felt like he was sneaking, rather than, okay, Keesha, I'll be back in a couple hours. I'm getting ready to go. I got a date tonight. Okay. If the relationship is whatever you said it was, okay. Um, Ashley, you know, through this video, I'm just kind of giving my high level impressions right now. We're gonna go in. I got a lot of notes that I recorded because I actually listened to it this morning. I was kind of into it for the third time because last night I listened to the whole thing. Got in bed. I started listening to it again because you know, I was living my mom life up in here, so I had to stop and do things and not completely be paying attention. So I've listened to it almost 3 times now. Definitely one full time all the way through, and then I started taking notes. Then I went back to the beginning to start taking notes because I was finishing up working when it first dropped. I was listening to Tasha Marie, and I realized, oh shit, Martin just dropped the video, and maybe he had dropped it like 20-30 minutes before. So I had to go and start listening, and I was cooking in the kitchen, and I had it on the flat screen TV in the kitchen. So I wasn't taking notes at that moment, right? So I was working, cooking, all the things, and then whatever. She should have just dropped him a pocketbook. Girl, it's just it's a mess. It's a whole mess. I think she only gave her blessing because she knew she had no other choice. Jeremy was going to do him regardless. You know what? This is what I have to say on the topic. I heard this a long time ago, and I really believe it's true. Good morning to everybody coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If I miss giving you an individual hello, Hello, boo-boos. Go hello, good morning, and say hello when someone comes in. Just make sure you greet them, because Bougie Gang is what? We're bougie, and we say good morning, and we greet our people, okay? Especially strangers. So make sure if anyone drops in, wish them hello and welcome them so they know that this is we're some friendly folks up in here, okay? We just like to talk that shit. Okay, so anyway, um my overall impressions, so back to someone saying she had no choice. Let me tell you something. Once upon a time I heard this, and I think that this is so true. When men, and you guys might think this is very twisted, so think what you want, okay? This is what I say, and this is what I heard a man say. When you have to take it actually takes more time and effort to lie, right? Okay? When a man is, he told her the truth because he cares about her, right? So he lied to Ashley because he wanted to get what he wanted from Ashley. Eventually, he told her the truth that it was going to be what it was going to be. But clearly, he was lying to Ashley. He had to put in the effort to lie to her because he wanted to keep the situation going, whatever he was getting from her goodies, right? Guys, don't forget to hit the like button for me, elevate the energy, and let YouTube know that they need to go ahead and push this out for me, please. And that's what your likes do. So we are way less than 50%. So if you guys can, if you forgot to hit the like button, go ahead and do so, please. I would certainly appreciate it. The fact that he told Keesha, yeah, I'm getting ready to look, let me just use this for an example. The fact that he told Keesha,
Hello? Hello?
Hey, Stinkers.
the fact that he told her he was going out to go and do what he wanted to do, just as matter of fact, I think that obviously these two were not in love at the time. Honestly, she was about to have a baby. When he sat up there and told you he was getting ready to go get some elsewhere, yeah, he did not love you. He may have liked you. You're carrying his baby. This guy has a whole different set of ethics and ways of doing things. But as far as I'm concerned, honey, my opinion, yeah, he didn't love you at all. Because no man that loves you is going to sit there to your face and tell you as you are carrying your high risk twins that he is getting ready to go and have sex with another woman. It's just not going to happen. He didn't love you. That's number one. Number two, he really he's selfish because he cares about his feelings more than he cares about you. Yo, you like the thumbnail? Yeah, I got it done very quickly this morning. And you can do that when you sort of have a brand and you have a little bit, you know what fonts you use, you know what it makes it look like it's your work. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. He didn't love you. That's number one. Number two, he's selfish because he had no regard for the fact that you were in the middle of a high risk pregnancy and that he could potentially upset you, knowing that he is out in stroke number 10. He's stroking, he's working that middle, he's working that back, don't know how to act, all of those things, okay? And you took him back time after time. You have no one to be mad at but you and Jeremy. The fact that Ashley is the person that you're mad at, Keesha, because you felt like she didn't stick with her end of the bargain because she should have just opened her legs and spread for your man and should not have fooled around and caught feelings. That's none of your fucking business. And that's all of her business and all of her feelings. At the end of the day, when they were sitting around talking about the world, the universe, God, smoking blunts, girl, the things he can't do with you, okay? Don't be mad. Don't be mad because you can't have a conversation about the world. Hi. Don't be mad you can't speak on the universe because your universe only includes you. Don't
be mad because all you know about the good Lord is what you hear from Sarah Jakes, okay? Or Creflo or whatever TV evangelist you happen to be catching on the Instagram or television, and your warped interpretation thereof. If you wanted to be a cheerful giver, look that up, and wanted to allow to share your dick with the community, then you needed to be a cheerful giver and take your stamp off of it because it's not yours. It's not yours, boo boo. It belongs to him. And he's not yours. He belongs to the streets. Okay. That's the overall sentiment in the comment sections and any chat that I'm listening to or anybody's commentary. Girl, he belongs to the streets, and your mind, and you're like in your mind, it's girl, it's Fugazi. Okay. You got a Fugazi warped death. Like for a woman of your age in her 20s to accept and allow, like you are a damn commander's wife on The Handmaiden's Tale, and you got Ashley as your damn handmaiden, bitch, you watching too much TV. You watching too much TV. Okay? Not to mention, he's not a prize. He's not a prize. Okay? He might be the father of your children, but Jeremy Postel, I'm sorry out there, guys, he is no prize. Look at him sitting back there, girl. Girl, look at this mess. Look at Hazel like, look, I told her. I told her. I tried to tell her. I tried to tell her. Keesha looking like she's in love. Martin looking like, what in the whole fuck? Jeremy looking damn like he's Big Slow's cousin. And Ashley like, yeah, I know I fucked up. I did. I did. Okay. I did. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, guys. I'm still cute. I'm still young, and I only got one. Okay. Yes, I got a sketchy baby daddy, but I can move on from this. Yeah, I didn't collect a trophy closet of babies for this numbskull. Okay. For this numbskull's boyfriend. Okay. Period. My God. Guys, let's go ahead. Oh, yeah, we're almost there. Go ahead. Hit that like button for me, guys. Okay, so listen, let's kind of get into this, but I wanna play just a little something, 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 something. Um, should I let me play it from here because I think I already have it picked up. Cue the drama, guys. Guys, when Ashley said I didn't want to be written out, it was so interesting the terminology that she used about calling herself written out. I thought it was very interesting. Not from a standpoint, because you know, Keesha, Portia, that's just the garbage man, honey. Um, all right. Uh Portia, stop boo boo. Girl, when that damn ring goes off in my ears. Okay. 1 second. Well, all right, let me put this in. Let me put this in. Is it theater mode? By the way, how many views does this video have so far? I don't even know. I don't want to mess anything up. So let me leave it alone. Let me leave it alone before I mess it up. Okay. All right, let's listen to this really quick. Okay. Do I need to show it? Um all right, we're just gonna show it. Okay. Oops. Okay, there we go. Hey guys.
And I was like, okay. And then she was like, well, she said it was about August. She told me it was about August. So when she left, of course, when Jeremy got home, I was like, why Ashley asked me X, Y, and Z? And then he was like, she asked you what? And then he would immediately hit her up, and then next thing you know, all was good again.
So
Like,
there was
because
no
like,
extortion to the sense of, I'm going to expose you guys if you don't give me money. Or,
no.
Okay.
No.
Why did you say she was extorting you for money then?
Well, I didn't really mean extorting us, so maybe I misspoke.
Keesha, this is what I'm going to say. You love to accuse people of things. You love to use your fucked up ass knowledge and random ass, you love to be so random and innocent when you fucked up. You have a horrible vocabulary. You think you know some words. You want to sound smart, but you don't know the definition to half the words that you use. And I'm even going to say you don't even know the definition to half. Okay. At the end of the day, when you accuse someone of extortion, that is a crime. Okay. It's a crime. It is a crime. All right. And I have witnessed through the many videos that I've watched of yours that you crucify. Now that's figuratively. Are you nailing to the cross these words? It feels like it sometimes. Like the way you flagrantly throw around due diligence, the way you call sconces scones, the way you pronounce doters, the way you even mention things like taking legal action, the way you actually love to talk about bullying. You used a word that is actually a federal crime, and you made it seem as though Ashley was trying to extort money from you. Is it a crime to ask the man who slept with you that got your favor? Is it a crime for the woman who laid in your place, in your mind, because you allowed Jeremy to go get Putty Cat when you couldn't? So this woman was really doing a favor for you, managing this big creep that you call a boyfriend, okay? This woman was doing for you, laying in your place. And you have the nerve when he says he got too drunk and popped a condom, whatever the story is on how Ashley got pregnant not once but 2 times, how she extorted money from you because she now needs money to help pay for the upkeep, the raising, the well-being and welfare of a son that your man laid down happily. Sat there, got dressed, probably put on his cologne, put on his little good shirt, put on a tracksuit, fresh underwear, came home with Putty Cat on his face, all of these things. And you have the nerve because you're mad because he made a baby and you're mad at her and you accuse her of a crime and you put it out that she is trying to extort you guys. And basically, this is one thing. I sat here and watched an hour and 23 minutes for him to give the answer at the end, is that Keesha, once again, used her awful, awful understanding of the English language on words that she picks up along the way. It's like Keesha picks up words like she's playing Words with Friends. Like she has no idea what she's saying. She just knows it's a word. She knows it's a word. Someone dropped it. She's going to use it because she thinks it makes her sound smart. But if you were smart and you knew that this video was going to be exposed to people that don't know you, number one, you would have laid down that lace. Okay. What lace? That lace. Okay. What rag? That rag. What influencer? This influencer. You are supposed to be representing a damn makeup brand. And look at you. Look at this scarf. Look at this lace. Look at this demeanor. Look at these lies. Look at the lies. You wanted this man to come and debunk and tell your story. I feel like I have wasted 3 hours. Okay. Not even just 3 hours today, but over the 2 videos. Now we're into video number 2. I've learned nothing. I've learned nothing new. Okay. And I'm hearing the exact same story told through this man. Okay. Now that's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. But at the end of the day, it's like what we did know is that now Keesha is finally admitting to not having a good sense of the English language because she loves to accuse people of crimes that they did not commit. You use the word extortion, it's not extortion. Maybe you feel like Ashley was retaliating. Write that one down in your book, boo boo. Retaliating because she was not getting what she wanted. So, because of that, it was sort of a punishment. Maybe she was punishing him. Maybe it's called something called quid pro quo. You do something for me, I do something for you. Extortion is not it, boo boo. You need to learn because you being a public figure, you being someone who loves to accuse people of wrongdoing, you who loves to throw legal action in front of people, you need to stop, committing the crime of slandering and defaming people. Period. Okay. For someone who says that people are slandering and defaming you, you love to use words. And now so quickly it's, well, maybe I misspoke. Maybe I used the wrong word. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's just run that back just a wee little bit and listen to it again because I feel like Keesha admitting to a mistake. Okay, that does never happen much.
And next thing you know, all was good again.
So there was no extortion to the sense of, I'm going to expose you guys if you don't give me money. Or,
no.
Okay.
No. No. Girl, are you kidding me? So it's okay. It's okay for you to misspeak, but it's not okay for other people. You are running down to the courthouse. Running. You are running. You are running and saying, where's the Karen office? Can you please direct me to the Karen office? I have a Karen complaint to file. I need to file a Karen complaint on someone at this moment, please.
Why did you say she was extorting you for money then?
Well, I didn't really mean.
I didn't really mean. Girl, let me tell you something. It's just a mess. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess.
Extorting us. So maybe I misspoke. I didn't mean.
Maybe I misspoke. You know what? I can't wait to get to use that phraseology. You know what? Maybe I misspoke. My bad, sis. My bad. Keesha, invest in using your phone and look up definitions because, honey, you get footloose and fancy free with that vocabulary of yours and you use it all wrong. It's sconce, not scones. Scones are a biscuit, boo-boo. Sconces are lamps, okay?
Deliberately extorting us for money, like we better give her like hush money or something like that. What I was trying to say in my words, maybe I was, like I said, misspeaking because I can't remember exactly my verbatim, but it wasn't.
I can't remember exactly my verbatim. How about just I can't remember verbatim? I can't remember exactly my verbatim. Verbatim means exactly. Verbatim means an exact retelling. So my exactly verbatim, the redundancies for me, and the fact that you don't know how to speak. Let me tell you something, Keesha. I wouldn't even be so hard on you if you didn't constantly remind us how you were a theater major at Spelman. Your grasp of the English language is shit. Your use of vocabulary and trying to use vocabulary that is clearly out of your reach is evident. And if you don't know how to use the words, look it up. Slow down, look it up, or talk what you know. Remember that on the school grounds, guys? Talk what you know, don't talk what you don't know. Talk what you know, boo-boo, because it makes you sound silly. If you can't explain it, you don't know what it means. And the fact that you are redundant in your words tells us that verbatim is something you've heard. You think you know what it means, but you wouldn't have said, I can't remember my exactly verbatim. Okay? No, you would remember exactly if you knew that you were telling the truth. Because you can't not tell Keesha she doesn't know something. Now, all of a sudden, Keesha is owning up to not knowing something. That's very interesting because I've only been watching Keesha for like a year. You guys damn near have done master classes on her. Damn near could earn a damn PhD on this woman. I can't. I've only been watching her for a very short period of time. Okay. And this woman never owns up to a mistake, which number one mistake, like I said again, was loaning your dick out to the streets. Okay. That was number one mistake from an OG. Yeah, never. Okay. I don't care what y'all say, bitch, never happened. Okay. Never happened. The fact that you are carrying high risk twins and you think it's a good idea to loan your dick out to the streets, you dumb. You don't deserve to have it. If you're going to loan your man out to the streets, you don't deserve to have it because that means it can be taken. Okay. All right. Let's just finish up this little bit and then I want to get to my notes.
Us specifically, like, don't do this or don't do that. I think she probably, I don't know what she thought I knew or didn't know, but it was more so like, Jeremy, you need to act right because my feelings are involved too. And if you don't act right, then I'm going to bring this to the internet. And that's exactly what she did. So, but originally when I spoke to Brilliant Bree, it was just kind of like, she's just at this point because obviously she can't get what she wants from Jeremy. So now she's threatening to take this to the internet unless he's willing to continue to kiss her ass.
Now, this was another part that I thought was interesting. Let's go back to that really quick. Okay, so clearly it wasn't extortion. Maybe it was quid pro quo. You do for me, I do for you. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, I'm going to blow your cover. I mean, at the end of the day, blowing someone's cover is not extortion, dummy. It's called retaliation for not being a father, okay? For you being a deadbeat, you not claiming your son and all of those things, I'm calling you out on the internet because that's where you make your money. That's where you make your coin. That's where you guys are playing in everyone's faces, and I'm going to tell what I know. There's nothing illegal about that. That's not extortion, boo-boo. That's called reaping the rewards of the fuck shit seeds you've planted up and down the Camel Toe Road streets, okay? That's what happens, okay? You fuck around with the fuck around and you piss the right people off, yeah, they're coming to let your shit out, just like when you sat up there with a YouTuber that you thought that you could use to spread your propaganda, which is that she's trying to extort y'all. You put her damn pictures out. And because it backfired on you because you thought basically Brilliant Bree was a key, and she clearly was not. It wasn't that she wasn't a key, it was just that she didn't think it was the right thing to do and she had her own brain. She exposed you to the very people that you were trying to expose. So that's called what? It's called a boomerang. It's called you fucked up again. you fucked up again. Fucked up and trusting the wrong people. Okay. As Ashley should get into the bag. Look, just like Ashley said, if you're gonna get into the bag, I'm gonna get into the bag. Okay. And guys, I'm gonna probably have to address a lot of your comments. Like maybe we'll do this again later. I just wanted to get like my high level overview out. But this part is so interesting to me about how Keesha tried to use Bree to spread her message. As quiet as it's kept, this is very prevalent. You know, me personally, I don't work for the people. Nobody commissions me to do anything. Like when me coming here this morning is me coming here this morning. It's not, you know, some of you guys may say, hey, Frank, can you talk about this, that, and the third? That's as far as it goes. As far as, you know, how Martin gets his work, that's his business. You know, people come to him and say, I've got a wonderful story I want to tell. And he does these drama kind of documentary style, whatever. That's his business. Me, as doing reactions, reviews, and commentary, yeah, I don't work for the people. So, you know, my jazzy life or someone is not going to come to me and ask me to put out a can you make everybody love me again story? Can you put out some good shit on me? If I say someone did a good job on something, it's because that's how I feel. If I feel like someone did something right for a change, that's what I'm going to say. Okay. All right. Now, for whatever reason, Keesha is approaching Bree like that. Now, maybe that was her impression. Maybe that was her assumption. Maybe she was just trying her. But what she found out was that, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Is this
cool with Shorty till they lied in the book and did that whack A.
Okay, this is another thing really, 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 really quick. Did you guys hear the part? So this is something I did not know. When Keesha keeps saying that she notified Ashley before the book came out, did you guys hear that when Martin actually matched up the dates, she did not reach out to it? When she reached out to Ashley, it was kind of like, hey, how are you doing? When they talked about the book was already out. Did you guys hear that? So, Martin, I stand corrected, right? Okay. I stand corrected. I did learn something. I learned that Keesha, girl, either you fudged, girl, either you messed up on your timeline or you lied. You did not reach, you did technically, you did not lie. Did you reach out to Ashley before the book? Yes. Did you reach out to Ashley before the book about the book? No, you did not. So when you had the conversations with Ashley about the book was already in the universe. It was already out. And that's according to what Martin says. So you saying that you gave Ashley time to do edits and all of those things, that's not true. Because when you two finally had a conversation about the book was already out.
Q&A. Then after that, they both got a nice little message from me and blocked. And baby girl, you might want to triple think about posting my video with my child in it because you do not have my permission and I will act a fool behind mine. Now,
so if you didn't know, Ashley is basically addressing a YouTube blogger, basically because she became aware that there were some pictures and photos or videos that she had in her possession. Well, you know how she got them? She got them from Keesha. Because Keesha wanted her to do a expose. Let me see. Is this it? Exposing August. Okay, here we go. Maybe this is it.
YouTubers to post for people to see. Like, I don't understand that.
A picture that I also said don't share. And
let me tell you something. Just because you say don't share it, number one, if it's not your picture to share, don't share it. You don't know somebody. This is YouTube. I've never met such shady, low down, lying ass creeps in my whole entire life. YouTube allows people to be their 100% most authentic, evil, low down, grimy, gutter ass, bitchy self. Okay? There are people on here that you should never even talk to. There are people here who are just despicable. And you think it's a good idea to trust the photos of a child that is not your own, who has not been seen, to someone that you don't know could be the worst or could be the best. Turned out she thought Bree would do something bad, but turned out Bree notified. She basically notified the police. She called Ashley or sent the information to Ashley and was like, girl, you got problems, boo-boo, because your baby mother is out here trying to put hits out on you on this internet by trying to get me to put stories out on you.
I'm only sending you you this to show proof that I'm not a liar.
Right. It wasn't malicious. If you look, that's Keesha in the purple. She clearly said, don't repost anything.
Actually posted said, somebody go tell that girl
How
mind
about-
the
but
business
my
that
thing
pays
is,
her.
how
I
about
never
just
said
not
my
send
son
it?
never was there. I said he hadn't been anywhere but my house in.
How about just not send it? How about not send it? How about not send the boys pictures? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. There's a part I wish. Oh, here it is. Is this it? Reaching out to Bree. Yes. How about? Oh, yes. This is it. Right here.
And one thing led to another.
These people find out I'm nice in real life and can't stand it. She likes Jeremy, so she's mad he told her she cannot further disrespect me. He admitted that she had said inappropriate things to him when he was going over there, and he didn't check it because he knew she would take the baby away. But I told him if he doesn't learn how to create boundaries, I would not stay. And he checked her, and now look, she's starting mess. I have never publicly or privately attacked her, and it's so hurtful because my daughters are involved. She hurt my family.
Can you please pin a comment and say you got some truth that Miss Ma'am isn't lying?
Can you please pin a comment? Can you please? And we heard this all on the Day of Reckoning, but the Day of Reckoning, I'm not gonna lie, was so long. I was sitting there, I was working. Girl, the Day of Reckoning was long AF, and it's really one of those things that if you did not watch it, you got to watch it 2 and 3 times if you really care about the details, okay? But listen, catch this tea, okay?
But a video would follow. She is trying to basically extort Jeremy for money, and she's threatening.
There we go with that extort word again. She is basically trying to extort Jeremy. Wait, did she say for money? Hold on. Hold up. Where are we?
Can't stand it. She likes Jeremy, so she's mad he told her she cannot further disrespect me. He admitted that she had said inappropriate things to him when he was going over there, and he didn't check it because he knew she would take the baby away. But I told him if he doesn't learn how to create boundaries, I would not stay. And he checked her, and now look, she's starting mess. I have never publicly or privately attacked her, and it's so hurtful because my daughters are involved. She hurt my family.
Can you please pin a comment and say you got some truth that Miss Ma'am isn't lying, but a video would follow? She is trying to basically extort Jeremy for money, and
she is trying to basically extort Jeremy for money. You did not misspeak, ma'am. You typed a text message. You typed a text message to someone that you thought you could use, someone that you thought you could insert a battery, and that person screenshot your shit and flipped it to the very person that you were trying to set up. You see how God works? Look at God. That's what this live should be called. Look at God. Look at what's done in the dark will come to the light. Look at how when you throw rocks and hide hands, girl, how it all comes back. Look how a hit dog will holler. Let me tell you something. None of this would be happening if you did not co-sign on that dick to hit the streets.
she's threatening us to make a video, but we can't speak on it. I have brands and my manager telling me not to. However, you can make the video and I'll give you the info to tell. Not everything, but just enough info. Everyone loves to lie on me, place blame on me when I'm the one who was betrayed. I didn't sleep with anyone's man. I didn't hurt another woman. I didn't tell that woman sorry just for her to still try to mess with him. All of this is aggravating. I have cried way too much over this, and I'm being dragged for something I didn't do.
I found out about it, and I told him to cut her off because I felt demonic energy, but he swore she was cool. Now, this is the time frame of the story of everything that happened, which I already explained in episode 1.
I found out about it, and I told him to cut her off because I felt demonic energy, and he swore she was cool. So you prayed on it, and you felt demonic energy. But he swore it was cool. So, okay, demonic energy. I just want to break that down a little bit. Like at the end of the day, you were sitting up there fornicating, having sex before marriage, making a family, making $1 out of 15 cents. You literally had maybe 5 cents. You didn't even have 15 cents. You're trying to make $1 out of a nickel, okay? You took a guy from out the blue and tried to make him into a husband. You couldn't do that, so you made him into a father, like off rip, okay? You have the nerve to say you sense demonic energy because he was enjoying that putty cat. He's telling you, oh, demonic energy? No, she's cool. She's cool, I promise. He told her he was never going to leave me, but we were going through things. So she said she'll accept whatever she can. So he told her, look, what me and Shorty got going on, it ain't all gravy. However, I can still come lay the pipe. And Ashley said, okay. So that's my new international streets version of the BougieGang. Okay. He said, I can come lay the pipe. I'm still with Shorty. Understand it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's not moving any further than that. Are we following? Are we following what's on? Okay. Time went on. Then he wanted to fix things with me. And I said, okay. Cut every female off. Let me tell you something, Keesha. This is very sad as a woman that you decided to accept community dick. This is sad. This is very sad. Okay. Time went on. So this is your man. This is not just some guy you're off and on with that you kind of just have to, in your mind, accept that he's with other women. Because if he wasn't your man, you could have had the comfort of just knowing whatever he's doing when he's not in here, he's doing. Ladies, I just want to encourage you right now. Stop trying to put a title on someone who doesn't deserve one. Let that soak in. If you are seeing someone right now, if you are with someone right now who does not deserve a title, he doesn't deserve your man. He doesn't deserve your boyfriend. He doesn't deserve your fiance. He might not even deserve your husband. He does not deserve a title. Stop trying to give out titles. Why don't you let someone come bring you a title? When a man brings you a title, it means something. Stop trying to put these titles on these men. Stop trying to give them more to do. He might just been a professional pipe layer. That might have just been what he does. Stop trying to give these men titles. See what happens when you do too much with nothing? You get a whole lot of shit to do. And it's not cute. It's not cute at all. So here she is telling another woman about her man who is seeing multiple other women because she has to tell her that she told him to cut off that means more than one, because that female would have been one. Every female is multiple. Cut off every female during a high-risk pregnancy of twins for you. If you're serious, we can try to move forward. This is no way to start a relationship. It's awful. We tried, but then it got too much for me, so I broke up with him. See, look at God. God is trying. Man's rejection is God's protection. The fact that Jeremy is rejecting you with his body and with his mind and with his actions is telling you he's not for you. He's for the street. He's for the bedroom. And not just your bedroom. He's for everybody's bedroom. He's for the streets. See, Ashley won. Ashley got her own son, and she has detached herself from this nonsense. Even though it is the fruits of dealing with this woman and dealing with this man, because you got to deal with that. But at the end of the day, you know, she knows she's blessed. And that's why you always hear Ashley talking about her relationship with God, and she stays in prayer because she knows she got herself into some fuck shit with this. None of it was good. Keesha says she felt demonic energy, but she kept on going. She kept on opening them legs, pulling back the sheet, let him lay in the bed, open up the door, pay them bills, do all the things, do whatever it was that she was doing. She kept doing it, even though as a woman of God that she says she is, she felt demonic energy and she kept on moving. Okay. She told him to cut off every female. If you're serious, we can try to move forward. We tried, but then it got too much for me. So I broke up with him and told him it was good and to leave. So he did. He hit her back up to smoke, blah, blah, blah. And then they did it and the condom broke. Oh, so simple. Yeah, no. He was stroking. He was working that back and popped the condom and kept stroking and came inside of her. We know how babies come. We know how men come. It's not just and the condom broke. The condom broke because he was putting in work. Okay. A few days later, I asked him to come over so we could talk, and I told him I was sorry for breaking up, but I did want to try. A few days later, I asked him to come over so we could talk. And I told him I was sorry for breaking up. You told him you were sorry for breaking up because he was out here fucking around and doing what he wanted to do. You told him you were sorry for breaking up? That's a weak bitch move. But I did want to try. There's people who put less work in a marriage, okay? I would never. I would never. I don't care what anyone, I don't care. Girl, I would never. I would never. That is too much work and not even to be married, okay? You told him you were sorry, and then now you want to try to make things work. But we did have to go to counseling. Girl, the counselor would have been like, girl, stop it. When we were in counseling, he had to admit everything, and he admitted he slept with her again, and the condom broke. Girl, he is stroking her out, okay? That's how condoms break. Of course, it hurt, but we stayed in counseling and things got better. I wanted to fight for my family. Ma'am, you are not family in the eyes of the law. You have created something that is not, that's not real. You've got children with this man and you do have a family, but you two have not made family legally. He is not your husband. He is nothing to you but a boyfriend whose dick belongs to the streets, okay? To the YouTube streets. That's it. That's it. Okay? But you wanted Bree to pin a comment and promise a video to expose Ashley for trying to extort money from Jeremy. And then you're going to sit here on Martin's interview with you and tell him that maybe you misspoke. No, you didn't misspeak. You sat there and typed out baby pamphlets in people's text messages and asking people to do things to make you look better when, bitch, it was all bad. Let's play this last little bit.
One, she goes, I could imagine happiness and forgiveness in him for these parts, everything would be okay. So we tried and prayed and fought hard for this. He had to fight for me as.
I'm sorry. Happiness and forgive him for these fuck ups and everything would be. No, it's not going to be okay. August is not going anywhere. Your feelings are not going anywhere. Keesha, the fuck ups are yours. The initial fuck up is you. You opened the door. You made your bed. Now lie in it. And I don't mean lie like tell a lie. I mean lie as in lay. Okay? Lay in it, boo-boo. And you know what? Can I say something else? Let me skip a little bit. The part where Martin is talking about Jeremy, the part that everyone gets caught up on, the one night stand thing. I don't really care about that because I don't really believe Jeremy wrote his portion of the book. Jeremy can barely put two sentences together. So either he relayed it and a ghostwriter like edited it for him. But for him to use a euphemism as in I should have watered my own grass, that comes from the kind of make the lemonade out of the grass is always greener. So she's using the metaphor of the grass is always greener, but everyone knows that if you want your grass to be green, you need to fertilize it. You need to work it. You need to mow it. You need to do all of those things to get the green grass. You can't just be envious of what someone else has going on. You have to do it. Well, editor, i.e. Keesha. Okay. He didn't write that. He didn't write it. So either she wrote it for him. But my point is this. He doesn't speak like that. He is not someone who is learned. He is not someone who exhibits that you would immediately guess he's got a bachelor's degree. You just wouldn't. Now, anybody can have a bachelor's degree, period. Okay. It's not a sign of genius. It's just a sign that you were able to follow directions, complete work, and get things done. And that's it. Right. And whatever. At the end of the day, I just think that Keesha, you made your bed. If you like the grass is always greener, how about this? You made your bed, now lie in it. Okay. Happiness and forgive him of these fuck ups. The fuck up is yours. So we tried and we prayed and fought hard for this. We had to fight for me as well. No, so this is the deal. I think at the end of the day, Keesha does not believe that Jeremy loves her. This is why she asked her psychologist or the therapist, does Jeremy love her? Keesha, if Keesha is listening right now, someone is dragging a bone, drag this moment back at hour 1, minute 1, 36 seconds. He does not love you. He doesn't. He has love for you. He may care for you. He loves his children. This is not how a man who loves a woman treats a woman. And that's just it. He does not love you. He is immature and he is not ready for prime time as far as the responsibilities and the titles. If this was a real job, he would have been fired a long time ago. He would have been on what's called a PIP. I'm going to use my human resources terminology right now. He would have been called out. Then he would have been written up. Then he would have been on a PIP. That's a performance improvement plan. And you put him on a timeline of measurable benchmarks that need to be done to be able to keep your job. And if you don't hit those benchmarks, guess what? You get terminated. Okay? Okay? You get terminated with cause. Okay? Jeremy should have been fired a long time ago. Jeremy does not love you. It's nothing against you. He doesn't love you. You are convenience. You're probably someone he enjoys. Maybe you guys are fun. You guys like to eat. You're a homie lover friend. Okay? You are a homie lover friend. He had to fight his feel. And it's not even so much a Keesha against Ashley. So I'm not even gonna really talk about Ashley. But when he had to sit up there and lie to Ashley, but tell the truth to Keesha, he respected Keesha because he wanted you to know the truth, but he didn't really care about your feelings. That's why he broke your heart. He lied to Ashley because he knew that if he told her the truth, yes, she wouldn't have had anything to do with him because she wasn't really interested. She wanted someone to have some fun with, that she could trust and have some fun. Whether it turned into something, it turned into something. That's my interpretation of it. But when a man has to take time to lie to you, it's a misguided caring, but there's some care there because they are lying. They have to lie to get what they want. Okay? He cared. To keep up a charade takes effort. He told Keesha the truth because Keesha opened the door. Keesha created the situation. She allowed it. He probably was sitting up there, getting dressed, going out on a date, and she's sitting up there thinking she's being cute by having conversations and talking and doing all that was just weak. If a man really loves you, he honestly, I'm just going to say it like this, and not that this is acceptable. A man will lie to the ones that they really love, and they're going to just put it on the table to the ones that they don't, because either you accept it or you don't. Okay? That's just, and this is from a OG married woman. I'm telling you. Okay? I've only been married for 8 years. I lived my life. And let me tell you something. A man that's going to lie to you, even as twisted as it might seem, ask any of your guy friends the difference between a guy who is going to lie to you to keep you in his life because he's got to do anything and everything to make it happen. Yes, it's the ultimate manipulation and it is not a good tactic. But a man like Jeremy, that is really more of the love in the lie versus the love out of telling you the truth. He told you the truth because he didn't give a fuck. And if you didn't like it, he would have walked away, which he did. Then you call him back and you apologize. And he's still doing what he wants. Like, the shit is so warped. It boggles my mind that Keesha had nobody in her life that could hit her up to some real game and what was really going on. Because honestly, this could have been flipped very easily, but the bitch had no game. Clearly nobody around her had game to make a screw into a boyfriend, to make a boyfriend to a husband. If you want to make this boyfriend that you got into a husband at this moment, yeah, it ain't gonna happen. I think this relationship is so damaged, it cannot be saved. That's just my opinion, but we'll see. Because I'm not God, but do you see all the warning signs? Do you see how much she articulated all the fuckery that was going on in this relationship? but she is going for it. She's going for it. Most men would be sitting there talking about that they're scared. I wonder if she has ever sat down and talked about how scared Jeremy is and what he means by scared. I think he's scared because this bitch is fucking crazy. That's just my opinion. And I don't mean crazy clinically. I mean cuckoo, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, cuckoo on these streets. Cuckoo, I'm gonna get what I want. Okay. So anybody hanging on my words, yeah, this is my commentary based on my opinion on this video. Okay. Let's just finish just a little bit more because still got so much
As me
notes.
as well as my respect. She then explains more detail of the situation that happened. And again, if you watch episode 1, you would know. But she also adds that she feels that the reason why Ashley is doing this on social media is because he told her that he could not mess with her anymore.
I'm not. So please, for the love of God, tell this girl you just saw proof with your own 2 eyes that the baby has been over there. And at the end of the day, I said his stuff is in the room, not the child. I said his stuff was there, not the baby.
She doesn't even know that this girl doesn't even attach her car seat buckles and has someone hold it when she drives. He's never closed when he comes over, so we bought some for him. Like, she tried to commit suicide when she was pregnant. Like, come on now. Wow, no, not while she was pregnant. That's horrible. This is the main girl who keeps instigating.
Okay, let me go back to this. So, guys, let me this is what I got to say. He's never clothed when he comes over. At this point, August is about 4 or 5 months old. Let's think. August was born in March, right? If August was 4 to 5 months, this is around the time period that they're talking about in this video, which would be what? 4, 7, 8. So this would be either July or August, okay? I don't know how many of you guys live in the South, but I live in the South. I live in North Carolina, okay? It's about the same climate as Atlanta, which Atlanta is just a little bit hotter, right? It was 80 degrees yesterday here, and it's just April, okay? Are you kidding me? So he's never dressed. So what does he need to have on? Jeans, a t-shirt? Like, he needs to be a twinsy dress with Jeremy. She might have just had a onesie on him and some socks. Him not being dressed. So are you trying to say he was coming over naked? Are you saying he was coming over with just a diaper on? I mean, if he's coming over to his daddy's house and she has him wrapped up in a swaddler or whatever, like, he's not going to the store, he's not going shopping, he's not going to church, he's not going to a wedding. He's going over to his daddy's house. And if she sends him over in a onesie, maybe that's the clue that I want y'all to buy him some fucking clothes. Or how about you have the clothes that you're going to have him wear over there, and I'm going to send him in what I want to from over here. Okay? Like, that's just ridiculous. The baby he was born in March. So you're talking about July or August for a 4 or 5 month old baby who doesn't even crawl yet, who's just getting tummy time. He can be in undershirts. Okay? I don't see you dressing. Look, I'm going to stop that. Look, how the woman decides to dress her kid is her business. You don't like it, go get some clothes and you dress the baby differently and you send him home in what he came in. Like, how about that? Like, the fact, the arrogance of talking about Ashley and her parenting and the way she dresses the baby behind her back to a blogger stranger is weird. Okay? It's weird to me. Okay. Guys, I didn't intend to go this far into this. We can talk about this again another time. Let me get back to some of these comments and then let me get to my notes because I definitely did take notes. Let me. Oops. Okay. Oh, I just almost ended the broadcast by mistake. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to these comments. Let me stop sharing. Okay. I know I said a lot, guys. So I'm definitely going to go through this chat and answer some of your questions. Not every mom puts Uggs and no socks on their kids for spring and summer. Okay. Girl. Let's see. Do anything for dick. I will lie for the dick. I will forgive a ninja for the dick. I will let him cheat on me. It's pretty sad. It's, you know what I mean? It's pretty despicable. It's a low moment for women. At the end of the day, look, me personally, this is me. I would want this story done. There is no dignity in this story at all. Um, it's pretty pathetic. Like, that's just my opinion, and you guys could think otherwise. I just think it's not a good look. I don't understand what outcome this woman is looking for in the 50-second rendition telling of this story that she feels like is going to give her any bit of satisfaction. There cannot there with a person with having dignity and a moral compass and center, there is no dignity in this story. The reason why you have no satisfaction in the telling of this story and the retelling of this story is because there is nothing dignified in this story. Look at this guy. Look at this guy that you choose to be in relationship with. And the irony to me is, look at her dress. You know, we saw this dress all up and down the YouTube street. Strong Mommy Chrissy had this dress on at damn Momcation. My Jazzy Life had this dress. Everybody on the YouTubes, every black influencer got this Fashion Nova dress. No fuck boys, but yet and still you're sitting right next to one. Okay, like that's the irony for me in the no fuck boys dress, and he's got the raw T-shirt on, looking like he just went and you know, like he just sat and got his hair, you know, French braided. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know how he used to keep his hair. Maybe it was all braided and then it was the braids were braided into a French braid. He it's and I don't know if that's the multi-purpose room or they're at Parks and Rec, like what kind of room that is. Clearly that's not their house. Maybe they're in the multi-purpose room at their old apartment complex. Who knows? Maybe some of you guys know. Let's look at the comments. This is a mess. She's in a relationship by herself. No, she is in a relationship with him, but the relationship that they have is like homie lover friends. He is not how a man should treat you. You have 3 children with and that you are on the road to marriage. This is a convenience. This is you track starring to be with someone who really isn't in the relationship at this moment. So I get what you're saying. She's in a relationship by herself. But the sad thing is she's really not. And she's having to work triple overtime to get crumbs. This is sad. I mean, this is really, and I mean sad as in pathetic. This is really awful when you have to work super duper hard and this guy is footloose, fancy free, happy, doing what he wants to do. The only thing that I could think of him not being happy is the fact that he has to come home to this bullshit every single day. He comes home to some bullshit about what he's been doing with his penis to a woman he's not married to and a woman that he has not lied to. He told you what he was doing. He told you every step of the way, and you signed up for it. You even apologized for it, and you begged for it, and you brought him back. But you keep wanting to vilify him for the truths that he has told you. He told you what he was getting ready to do. See, the person he lied to was Ashley. You're mad because Ashley wasn't co-signing the fuckery. But at the end of the day, yeah, she didn't owe you anything because you two were not friends. Okay. All right. Let me so guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, we're like an hour in already, guys. And this is we're talking about Written Out. Okay. Ashley said to Keesha at one time when she was going through it, trying to deal with Jeremy and setting up co-parenting visits and all of these things, that basically they wanted the baby, but they didn't want her. It didn't seem like they wanted to have a relationship with her. They just wanted the kid. And unfortunately for Ashley, that's just what it is. You are not dealing with a couple that is a real couple. You're dealing with a man who has given his responsibilities over to his girlfriend who loves to do the most. Okay. So that's why you are written out, because she don't want to deal with you. As quiet as it's kept, no matter what she was saying, Keesha is notorious for her words not lining up. And even though she was telling you she wanted to be bothered with you, this is a whole woman who's getting ready to have a baby in 2 weeks, and she is worried about your kid. She can't even get out the hospital fast enough. And she says because she cared so much, she's on the phone 2 hours later. Because you are a control freak, you were on the phone 2 hours later because you wanted to have all the kids home and probably get first day pictures and all that stuff and have August all posted up with everything. And you just got out the hospital. You got twin 1-year-olds and a newborn, and you want to add another infant to the scene, and it's you and Jeremy. Ashley was right. And at the end of the day, August does not live with his father. If they were a family of 4 and there were 3 other kids that they're spending time with, so be it, because that's the family of 4. But when August barely gets to see his father, she rightfully so said, yeah, I don't want to talk about you. I don't want to hear about you. And no offense, I don't want to hear about his sisters. I just want to know that August is getting one-on-one time with his dad. And there is nothing wrong with that. Like that, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, did she get that? I think Ashley has had to realize I may not get that. And that is okay for her to want something and then come to the realization that may or may not happen. Just because we want something doesn't mean that that's what we're going to get. You can't fault someone for wanting the desires of their heart, Keesha. You want to turn you want to turn a nickel into $1. Yes, people are faulting you for it because, girl, it's a waste of your time. Ashley realized, yeah, it's a waste of my time to try to get around this shit. She don't seem to be going anywhere, so let me just try to make the best of it. Okay. So apparently, that was a problem that Ashley had. So, the video starts up and they're talking about a little bit of the last episode that Jeremy was at Aubrey's house, and I guess that's where he met up with Ashley. And, I don't really know how true any of this is. I would really love to hear exactly which I guess we did. We heard a little bit about when they met and all of that. But Ashley starts talking about, we used to talk about the world, the universe, God, all of those things, smoke. Keesha got mad initially because after they were allegedly supposed to be broken up, she finds out that they were sexting. I mean, that's just basically what it was. They were sending pictures, videos, chatting sexy. There was a whole side relationship going on, like a secret tryst going on, right? Today's episode, Martin says, is going to follow how the world found out about Ashley. To me, this episode is more so, not so much how we all found out about Ashley when Keesha got exposed for lying about Ashley trying to extort her and Jeremy for cash, okay? Because that is not the case. When you get to the end of the video, spoiler alert, if you have not watched it yet, get into it. Keesha admitted that that Ashley was not trying to extort money. Maybe retaliate, but extortion, no boo. Keesha is someone who strikes me as someone who absolutely has to be right, has to be in the know, and has to control everything. And in this life, yeah, that's not how it works. She must control everything. Me personally, as a boss, I'm just trying to figure out how she has so much time on her hands for this nonsense with 3 children. She talked about, so in the video, you see that she gets videos from all over the place. She's got subscribers who send her videos. This happens to all of us, obviously, who send her videos. And, she just doesn't want to watch the videos anymore. But that's how she got hooked up with Bree. My notes are kind of more from the middle to the end. Keesha sent, and then we get into the part where Keesha sent the private photos of not her child to someone and asked them to not share it, whilst asking for them to plant a story that would really kind of slam her. So she admitted, or the text messages revealed, which we saw this in the Day of Reckoning, that Keesha was in the process, in my opinion, of creating a smear campaign against Ashley. Now, this is a woman whose child you've had in your house. This is a child that you say you have love for. This is the child of the man you sleep next to. So if you would set up a smear campaign against this woman, what makes us to have to believe that you wouldn't set up a smear campaign against other reactors that you don't like, that don't speak favorably, in your opinion, about you? If you would do this and share a child's picture when you lose your shit over your kids' pictures, what makes us think that you wouldn't set other people up, that you wouldn't speak unfavorably about other people? Okay? What makes us think that you wouldn't do that? But yeah, no one really thinks that because we know that you would. Like it's really unfortunate. Because Keesha, I don't know what you set out. If you know, whoever drag the bone back, I don't know what Keesha set out when she authorized this whole thing, but this is really bad. This is a public relations nightmare. It looks manipulative, it looks conniving, it looks vengeful, it validates what we already know, that you will get a helping hand out here, that you will get a helper to help you push along what you need pushed on. And how do we know this? Because you did it with Bree, and it's all in black and white. It's your text messages admitting to wanting to set someone up to look bad because you don't like what the fuck is going on. Okay? That's what I learned. So let me retract my initial statement that I mean, I guess we already did know because we saw it in the Day of Reckoning, but this video to me exposes more of the lies. It exposes more of the manipulation. It validates what we already know, that if Keesha does not like something, bitch, watch out. Okay? Watch out. Watch out. Okay. Also, what it also told me, she's just extremely bitter. I mean, I could go on, and maybe I'll go through more of these notes when I answer some of you guys' comments. Guys, I'm gonna go back through this live because I barely got to read any of your comments through this. I'm gonna do this again. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow or on Saturday. I'm sure he's gonna do his after show. So maybe we'll do something a little bit later. And next week is spring break for us here. Subscriber count is steady dropping. I'm going to go through this. I want to see some of your comments. I'm going to do, we'll either do it live or I'll do a video. Make sure to comment down below if you are watching this on the replay. Right now I find myself like my energy super low because this is really heavy stuff. This is someone, and I'm talking about Keesha, who is working very hard to hold on to something that is very slippery. You know how, like, if you were to try to catch a fish in a pool, or you got a goldfish or something and it's slippery slime, you just can't get hold of it. This is someone who is working really, really, really hard to hold on to something that is not in your grasp. This is the type, from my experience, this is the type of guy, Jeremy to me is the type of guy that will, once he's got, let's just say, maybe not Jeremy, let's just talk about JoJo, okay? Some random named Joe. This is the type of guy that will come to you when he's in the process of getting dialysis, after he done got shot a couple of times, after his whole entire dick is wore out, after he is completely played out, when he just realizes that what he had at home was what he actually wanted, but he just wasn't mature enough to really step away from the relationship, get his own place, pay his own bills, because he was too lazy and not competent enough. He basically rode on your coattails, money wise. And then when he's finally ready, you are the one sitting around with resting bitch face, mad, angry, bitter, lots of children, and all of that. Look at is it Tamala Mann, the lady from the Tyler Perry movies? Her husband had 2 children on her with 2 different women. And I listened to an interview that she had about that. And let me tell you something. She was devastated. Not once, twice. That he had relationships with other women and brought home babies for her to help take care of when he wanted to spend time with his children. Like the strength of doing something like that is absolutely crazy to me. Now, there are women out here that can do it, and God bless you for being able to do that. I'm not cut from that cloth. I'm just not. I'm not cut from that cloth. And, the reason why, that shit does happen, but it doesn't happen to everyone. And it's really sad. Because I'll just speak on me for a second. At the end of the day, I've had people put rumors out there about me because they are trying to discredit me. When you see a bitch is happy, people want to put their shit off on you. It's just so funny that the person who I'm speaking on, whose man has outside kids, now all of a sudden y'all want to put an outside kid on me. Girl, it don't work like that. You can wish, you can pray, and all those things. It don't happen like that, boo boo. Because we have yet to see a receipt. We have, if someone's gonna come and drop some tea on the YouTube streets, you don't think they want to come out the bushes. You don't think they want to start a channel. You don't think they got some receipts? Girl, bye. Like at the end of the day, it's really sad and pathetic. And to know that that's the type of fuckery that Keesha engages in, yeah, it doesn't kind of surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. Hi, Joelle. Hi, Joelle. We're kind of wrapping things up a little bit, but yeah, we were speaking on this situation. This is the moment in the video towards the end where Keesha admits to, yeah, Ashley was not extorting them for money. She was asking for the money that a father should put up for the upkeep of their child. Okay. And my reaction to this is really pathetic. It's awful. Ashley is the winner in all of this. Why? Because Ashley still has her brain cells. Ashley got out with 1 kid and should never deal with this man again. He's dangerous. And, Keesha, quite frankly, the demonic energy that you felt may have been the possession of someone in this situation who is so self-absorbed that they are willing to ignore all of the signs because they want what they want. So you figure out at this moment if that was you or that was Jeremy, but the demonic energy that you were feeling, I believe it was there, but girl, it wasn't the person that you thought it was be. You might have needed to look in the mirror or you needed to look on the other side of that bed. Okay. But yeah, this is a really, really, really fucked up situation that there are absolutely no winners in. And I'm here for episode 3. I mean, even though it's quite arduous listening to this because it's a lot of stuff that we already know. But the fact that Martin sat and put it all together, I'm still waiting to hear the commentary. He tells the story and he's telling more of the story. So maybe this is kind of a docudrama. He's telling us the story. He's asking the questions. He's not really giving a whole lot of his opinion, in my opinion. But guys, I will share a couple of videos that I did a year ago on my timeline, or maybe I'll put a playlist together of some of the videos that I did documenting around this time, because at the end of the day, this really was a messy situation. Why is this messy? Am I calling one person messy? No, but the situation was messy. Why? Because this woman allowed her man to go and spread his seed around Atlanta, and she is reaping the rewards of what happens when you do that. When you are loose, when you are not a good steward of what you have, when you don't keep it only unto yourself. And forget about Jeremy. You knew what Jeremy was doing. Jeremy is selfish and Jeremy was doing him. You in theory allowed this to happen, so you are reaping. This is called reaping. This is the harvest. You are reaping the harvest of your poor decision. Okay? If you had a real friend somewhere, a real helper, you would never have done this because it was dumb. It was one of the dumbest things you could have ever done. You didn't care about your relationship. This man should be focused on you having his twins. But when you live pick-me lifestyle and you are flexible and you are of the bend over backwards type to allow your man to do anything just to have someone in the house with a title, this is the shit that happens. This is the shit that happens. Okay? If you are a pick-me out here, get real with yourself. Be a pick-me no more. You should not be so flexible that you don't have any backbone, that someone can step all over you and make you look like a complete and total fool out here. But, you know, it is what it is. And where's all the energy for Jeremy? Yeah, well, Jeremy really told no lies. I mean, he told what he had to tell to Lili to get what he wanted. When Lili caught on that this was some bullshit, she basically exited the chat. When she realized I'll do what I have to do to get what I want, and she was squared up with what his situation was, Keesha didn't like the fact that she was okay with the fact that he was in a relationship and now he was going to be lying to Keesha. Okay? Keesha didn't like not knowing what was going on. Even though she knew what was going on, she didn't know what was going on, like with the Snapchat and all of those other things. But guys, I got to go. I got stuff I have to do. I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome, and this was great. I'm going to read back the chat, answer some of your questions. Please comment down below and get the conversation started down in the comments so we can be ready for the after show. Martin did an after show last time answering questions and comments. So if you have some, run them up. And we will talk about them maybe this evening. You know what? Tonight. We could do it tonight, and we can take some call-ins, okay? So go ahead. If you are not subscribed to this channel, I would suggest doing so. You don't know what the lockout will be. We are not playing with trolls. Trolls are not welcome here, and we don't speak basic bitch, okay? So if you are of the basic variety, girl, get your life. But yeah, basic is not spoken here, and if you want to participate in the chat, you might want to go ahead and subscribe now because these are subscriber only chats, period. Okay. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Okay.
You know a bitch is mad when I smoke a cigarette all the way till it's tiny. When I smoke a cigarette all the way till it's tiny, a bitch is motherfucking mad.